Welcome back, boys and girls. So what we're going to do is we are going to take the time to paint our tiger. We created him with symmetry last time. And today what you're going to do is you're just going to use warm colors in order to create different values on the face. Now this is called underpainting. And basically what you're doing is you're ignoring those details such as the stripes on the tiger, and you're basically blending, because when you look at an animal, very rarely do they have like a stripe of orange or a stripe of yellow. Their fur is very, very blended. So it might go a little bit more red near some of the sides. You also have to think about where the light hits the animal. So on top of the head might be a little more yellow, especially if the animal is orange. And a lot of predatory cats might be orange, and that has a lot to do with the fact that prey cannot see or the color orange. So you might have like an orange jaguar or an orange tiger. So for this one, I'm actually using a little bit of white as well, just to give my tiger a little bit more of that fluff further out towards his cheeks. And again, I'm trying to get as much of an even blend as I can. I don't want to see a stripe of orange and a stripe of yellow, so I'm going to try and blend the orange into the yellow, and then I'm going to try and blend the red into the orange. So that way I get a little more of an even color. Say I might add a little bit extra white. Just kind of depends on where you want to have these colors on your particular cat. Keep in mind as you're working, take the time to actually get the extra water off of your brush as you continue. Tempera paint doesn't need to be super watery, it already is watery. So make sure that every now and then you clean your brush in order to get that color off. And then when you are ready and you've got that orange undercoat, you can start diving into your other colors. Um, Something to make note of here is that I am not actually using black. This is a combination of purple and red, which gives me kind of a deep burgundy. It's not as sharp as the black, but at the same time, it blends in a little more evenly with my animal and gets those nice dark areas of the tiger. And from here, I can kind of remember whereabouts I had those stripes. Some people want to kind of smash it again, and so that way they can get that symmetry. So in other words, paint it on one side, go ahead and give it that little symmetry smash, and then you can figure out about where on the other side you want to have those stripes. Now, a tiger itself usually has a little bit of those colors, those dark colors by the ears, and then, of course, stripes near the eyes. And then from there, just go ahead and dive on in, get the background. Green is usually a nice color for the background. Blue would be all right as well. Anything that gets your tiger to stand out. So, and typically your contrasting color to orange is going to be blue. I might mix a little bit of white in the background. Just try not to have it be one solid color. If you really want to add some more layering, what you can do is you can take a smaller brush and go in with your orange and your white or whatever color that you need, and just add a little bit of extra line work for pretty much the fluff. So if I add a little bit of extra white and a little bit of orange, it makes him look a little more fluffier. That you've got those little details. I could add the whites to the eyes, maybe a little highlight on the nose, and of course the whiskers. Have a good time!